Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today we are playing Entropia Universe. If you guys haven't guessed, what I'm going to be doing today is finishing up that mining run that I started on New Year's, or the video that was released on New Year's, and we're going to be finishing up this mining run on Treasure Island. Just right outside of my apartment, we're going to be headed north and seeing if I can't get some really good loot here, because this is honestly... I've hoffed here before, and I've had some really good luck, so I'm like, we've got a little bit left in this level 5 amplifier. We've got 38 PEDs left, and we've got about 86 PEDs of probes. So let's just go for it. I'm going to go out here and see what I can find. We're going to drop some probes. We're just here at Treasure Island, and just because I've had luck in the past, I feel like there could be something here. This could be good. This could be good. And we've got that amp, so like if we hit it, it could be big. And remember, again, like my biggest claim ever, literally the biggest claim I've ever gotten mining, I think is actually my biggest loot ever, is from this area. So there's a good chance that good things are gonna happen. Whew. So let's drop. Alright, a little bit of suspense there. I was trying to build it, and then it just said zone is not permitted to mine. Alright, so we're gonna have to run a little bit, and then we'll do it. But yeah, so... I guess, obviously, you guys can probably see by the graphics, we're still sort of back before that update. We're getting closer to it, slowly. I really need to make a lot of videos really far out in advance, so I can't wait for MindArk to update the graphics on the game, because otherwise you guys would not have any Entropia Universe videos. But don't worry, there's going to be some cool stuff coming up once we get that graphics update out. I might even sneak one of those videos like in between some of my other videos so you guys can see it before... you know, the new year or something like that. But we'll see. It depends how much time I've got. That's what this is all about. That's the name of the game, right? Making sure you've got time to do everything. And, yeah, I try my best. Hopefully you guys are liking the content. I'm trying my best to put out some good stuff. I'm thinking that this mining run is going to be pretty good. A lot of people usually like it when I amp up. We've got a few drops left on this, and I'm thinking, like, I'm hoping that we're going to find something good. You know? That's how it always goes, though, right? You just have to hope and pray that you're gonna get some good stuff. But yeah, those of you guys who are jonesing for your Serial Overdrive fix, head over to Twitch, because there's some good stuff out there. Honestly, I'm tempted to download some of it and like put it onto YouTube. It's just the way I talk there, right? You almost need that chat, and with Twitch, it gives you just that interface where you can see the chat, you can see who I'm talking to, everything like that as it's going on. And it's just a lot better viewing experience than if I just dump it all of a sudden right to YouTube. So I'd recommend that. And if you guys catch me on there, you're always welcome to ask me questions or anything like that. But I promise, this video is not just about pimping Twitch or something like that. I don't know. It just came up and I thought I'd mention it. I also have Discord, I have Twitter, and I have Patreon. Discord is pretty cool. There's a really good community on there. Like, really, that's the one. If you're looking for a place to talk about Entropia Universe and people to talk with, the Discord server I've created, that is the place to go. I can't stress it enough. Like, I've got my society and all sorts of stuff like that. But yeah, the Discord is the place to go. And you can quote me on that. And there's a link down below in the description. But yeah, let's keep this going. And obviously, like, the Discord server right now, we've got a bit over, like, 250 people. So it's a pretty decent-sized server. And for those of you guys wondering, wait, what is this, level 31? Actually, it's getting close to the point where I might even, like, with the right armor, be able to take hoglows. It's getting close. I can do level 25s, and I've got this guy saved up for later. Just a little sneak peek, an EWE LC120. I forget who gave it to me. I think it was like Julian McBain or someone. Someone gave it to me way long ago and said, use this when you can. And I'm finally there. I'm finally ready. It's my time. We got a double here, so let's just double drop. Let's go for gold. Let's go for bold. No, that doesn't make any sense. Let's go for gold. Let's be bold. There we go. All right, we didn't get anything. And yes, I'm quoting myself there. All right. Oh, I almost double dropped on accident, but we're good. Yeah, so for those of you guys, actually, let me show you the stats on this stuff, because I know some people like to see that. So if you look at the info, the claim's 739 meters deep, and this other one, I didn't get there in time. But yeah, 739 meters deep, so you're going to want to come out here with like an F105, or even like this Z4 that I'm using. I think it's, what is it, Z4, yeah? TerraMaster 4. you're gonna want to come out here with something like that. Those are that's sort of the gear that you want to really use when you're mining, because otherwise, if you come out here and you're a little too low level, you're just not going to be finding the same level of stuff that I am. And that's either going to be good or bad. That's one of the things with mining. Nobody knows, right? Some areas, it might actually be better to use lower level finders if you really know what you're aiming for. Generally, the higher markup stuff is farther down, but there's nothing that I've seen anywhere. There's no one that's ever confirmed that that's always the case. So maybe in the right area, it actually is better to be a newbie than to be a more experienced miner. I don't know, but that's like one of those theories that you listen to, and I'm like, oh yeah, it makes a little bit of sense, you know? You know, the other theory actually a lot of people have been playing off of that I've heard recently is that because land areas tax you, you're not paying into the deed system. So you can see this land area's tax is 0. So if that holds true, this land area, it's going to give me a tax of 0, and then the CL deeds aren't going to take any money from that. So literally I'm saving 10% by mining on Treasure Island. I'm not 100% sure if that holds true or not, but like if it does, that's like mind-blowing. That's game-changing right there. It's like you've got to come to Treasure Island. You got to go here because the loot's just going to be better. There's no percentage going to anyone. It's all to you. And that would be pretty awesome. I don't know if that's how it works though, so don't go quote me on that. Ooh, binary fluid. I thought binary fluid used to have a pretty decent markup. The question is, does it still? I thought it had a decent markup. Does it still? What are we at here? Market value? No. I guess it never had a decent markup. I don't know what I was talking about. 115%. That's not that great. All right, we're not going to do a double drop or anything like that. I always try and look, too, because if you get something really rare, it's always worth noting. Like, if binary fluid was at, like, a high markup, then it's worth noting because it's like, well, I used a pretty good amp here, and I got pretty good results, so maybe I should come back here, especially if that markup's high. That's the name of the game. Get that markup. Let's keep dropping here. I think we're almost out of drops. This is going to be a very, very short run. I'm sorry about that, folks. I've got to admit, I got a little ahead of myself. I was running around like a couple days ago, and I had to just drop a few drops with this finder, go through the probe, the amp just a little bit, and it might have been a little too much. I thought there'd be enough left for like a short run, but I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, Serial, you sort of messed up there. So my bad on that. My bad. I do apologize. But we're actually getting some pretty decent claims here, to be honest. Like, if you look at this, it's I think it's going to be a pretty decent run. We're going out 38 PDs on the amp. We've probably haven't used that much in, I think we had 86. So we're probably going to be using about 50 PEDs, maybe a little bit more than that. And I think we might even get it back. Like, the loot's actually been pretty decent out here, and it's like we're getting some pretty standard, like pretty frequent hits, which is really nice to see. Ooh. Like, see that? We just keep, we drop a probe, find something, drop a probe, find something. You can't hate on that, especially with that amplification there. Because if each claims like 6 to 7 PEDs and I'm spending $550 a drop, that's solid. I mean, that one wasn't quite there, but that's, end matter. You usually don't get as good of a loot on. End matter doesn't loot as high because the probes, the cost to drop is less. So that's just that's how it goes. What are we at with this amp here? 6 PEDs left. So we got one full drop and then one mini, or one ore drop, I guess would be the name, or the game, or the thing. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Let's do it. All right, look at that. Look at all those skills. Right there, we got about 4 skill points in one drop. That's solid. Ooh. Yeah, nice little average there, like Tyrian dust. Looks like we're finding a lot of end matter here. I'm tempted just to drop end matter instead of ore here. That might be the way to go, right? Because we're finding a lot of end matter. We haven't found a ton of ore. If we go ahead and look at this, you spend about double looking for ore. We've only found, actually we found a bit. We found like 20-something PDs worth. But if you look at that end matter here, we found way more of that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna go with end matter. I'm gonna try my luck here. That's all we're going for, just end matter. Let's drop. I think I should have one more drop left, unless I did this wrong. One more drop left. It's a 10-minute mining run. This is like a true serial overdrive, old school form right here. Just going for that like 10-minute mark. because back then everybody thought that was like the main thing YouTube looked for. I'm not sure if they do anymore or not, to be honest. Oh, and we're out. All right, I messed up. So let's head back. I didn't do my calculations right. We're done. We're heading back. We're going to total everything up, see where we're at. And I just remembered, we've got this supportable TT. Those of you guys who like the fact that I can do this just right here, right now, like Fatboy Slim says, or Slim Boy Fat. Thank Bayrock for that. He's the one who kept pushing me for it. I think Lorspay did too, but there's been a few people that are pushing me to do that, and make sure you thank them, because they did you guys a service. It got me to listen. All right, so here we go, right? I was saying we spent 50 to 60 PEDs. We had about 86 PEDs of universal ammo. We're down to 72 PEDs, which means we spent only like 14 PEDs in probes. Not too much. That's why the run was so short. 14 PEDs of probes, but 38 PEDs of decay on that amplifier. Sorry, someone just commented on YouTube and I went to read it. I try to read my comments all the time. All right, so we spent 14 PEDs of probes, 38 PEDs on that amplifier. So we're running about 52 PEDs that we spent mining. We got a nice return. We made about 8 PEDs on this, and there's going to be a little bit of markup here and there to get. I think Typo has a decent markup. So, like, yeah, we're probably going to be coming out about 10 to 12 PEDs ahead. And you guys know me, anytime we're making a profit, anytime we're bringing back money, bringing back PEDs, getting some loot, and just sort of pushing ourselves forward skill-wise and card-wise and everything-wise, it's a good time for me. And so far, 2020 has not disappointed. Or, in my case, this is 2019, but you guys are watching in 2020. So hopefully I haven't disappointed in 2020. But this is a good send-off to 2019. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys commenting, talking with me, hanging out, and everything that you guys do. So, Happy New Year once again. And until next time, peace.